Hello and welcome everyone to the Beacon of Light podcast this night. Wave everybody there. We're doing a little birdie bunch tonight. And so before we start talking to all of them and meeting everybody, we're going to jump into this. I'm April Tribe Giauque. Welcome to the Beacon of Light podcast. I believe we are all made with light, and light is hope. This podcast brings authors who write stories of hope to all of you. Your journey to be inspired and amplified by these stories starts now. And we are back. Welcome, everyone. And so I don't know what order you all see it, but what I see, I'm going to just start naming off names and you guys take a wave, all right? Elizabeth Rachel, say hello.
Hello, everybody.
Sunni Hearin, say hello.
Hello.
Yvette Lee, there she is. Melinda.
Hello.
And Andrea Jones.
Hey,
everyone. So we are missing two others right now, and they'll be able to pop in when they can. But we wanted to welcome you all for the Unite in Light. This is kind of a prequel to everything that's going to be happening in the month of October. So we thought it would be a good idea for you guys to meet everyone and say hello to the audience. So we're going to pop some people down and pop them back up, and we're going to really talk about this. 4 years ago, the Unite in Light Domestic Violence Awareness Conference started, mostly out of a need where I had one person contact me asking a lot of questions. And I just thought, this is information that so many people need. So let's set up a conference. And that conference was pulled together within 2 weeks. And so now it's a lot different, where we really do a lot of applications and looking through people, what they can contribute to the conference and what y'all need out there. So we wanted to welcome you all here tonight, and we're going to start popping people in and out and go from here. If I'm really good at this, we'll see. Okay. Who should we go here? Who should we go? Let's see. Here we go. Put some people up. Maybe now I've got internet challenges there. Here we go. All right. So we're going to start off tonight with Yvette Lee. So I'm going to just tuck everybody right here for a minute. And Yvette, hello, welcome, and share a little bit about yourself and what you're going to be talking about.
Absolutely. First, I want to say thank you so much for this opportunity, April. You are a dear friend, and I have absolutely enjoyed getting to know you since I published my book. I wrote a book called The Satan Model, Exposing the Link Between Serial Killers and Satan. And so ever since then, 2019, April and I have talked about what is darkness and where can we get light. And I just absolutely love your journey, April, and how far you've come and your mission and what you're doing. So I appreciate you inviting me to Unite in Light, because I think this is such an important topic, because we are really in a spiritual battle, aren't we? And so I'm excited to be a part of this conference and talk about armoring up. And what does that mean? We know that we're in a spiritual battle, and we need to have our own armor of God on with us at all times. You know, I have worked in the mental health field for years, and I have an understanding of all kinds and types of abuses. And also my book has a lot to do with the most evil types of abuses, sexual trauma, sexual abuse, sexual assault. So I have an understanding of what that can do to families, what it could do to individuals, but also women and children. And so armoring up is a defense that we can use to empower ourselves, especially as women. What can we do to protect ourselves? What can we do to, if we have been a victim of abuse, how can we overcome it spiritually, emotionally, psychologically? And that is by armoring ourselves up, having that defense. And what does that look like? It's having that shield of righteousness. It's having faith that we can overcome those trials that happen in our lives. Because we have trauma or experience trauma, it doesn't mean that we are of less value. We can overcome it by seeking support, through mental health, through professionals, but also through our Heavenly Father. And owning up and being prepared so that if something happens in our life, we have a firm foundation through God and through empowering ourselves by having those tools available to us, that armor, that sword, that faith, and all of those things. So that's what I'm going to be talking about at Unite in Light. And I'm excited to expand on that and show you those tools and talk about how we can be brave and overcome those trials.
Awesome. Awesome. So that is something really, really excited about. So everyone out there who loves that, type down, drop comments below of Armor Up. And Ivette, when are you going to speak?
October 3rd, the first day of the conference.
Yes. So we're going to start off really strong. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Way to go, Ivette. Thank you so much. I'm going to hang tight and we'll come back to you here. Let's see who's popping up here next. Let's pop up Miss Andrea. We're a little out of order, but we're going to pop up Andrea here for a second. Okay. So Miss Andrea, let's get to this piece.
It looks like I'm getting the little spin. Looks like I'll be coming back up in a moment.
Okay. I've got you.
Here we are. Awesome. Yeah. So hi, everybody. I also would just like to say thank you so much, April. It's been just amazing. Been incredible just through and share their journeys, share their testimonies, share their books, and just everything that you got going on in here has been absolutely incredible. I am really excited to shine a light on the effects of domestic violence. My topic is moving through and beyond trauma. I am author Andrea S. Jones, and my book is I Am Not Your Prey. I also host an annual summit called Live Fearless, where we share about ordinary people doing extraordinary things and just overcoming challenges in just incredible situations. So it's been just miraculous to me to see what the human body can endure, what we can go through and come out just strong on the other side. So I am really excited to be speaking about the moving through and moving beyond trauma, because when we can come through things, and sometimes we have this idea of, I picture like a Julia Roberts movie where there's, a predator chasing after her and all of this drama happens. And then in the end, she's like laying by the pool, sipping a margarita somewhere. And it just looks like that's the end of the story. The perpetrator's caught and everything's good. But in real life, that just is not how it plays out. There's residue. There's stuff that we carry with us. There's things that we need to be healed from. There are mental challenges, physical challenges, and emotional challenges. And I am just super excited to expand on that in the Unite with Light conference, to share more about my own journey and how we get to the other side. So thank you so much.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much, Andrea. We're really excited to see this, because I think that's something that happens is once you're out, this other journey begins. And when you're, I guess the amount of courage it takes.
It's the beginning.
It's right. It's really not the end. And so come, everybody. So what day is what day are you speaking?
So I'm speaking on October 10th, which also happens to be my wedding anniversary.
Oh, wow.
So I'm super excited to do something so meaningful on that day.
Wow, that's incredible. I really appreciate that. I didn't know that. And thank you for being awesome. Your husband, thank him too. We really appreciate this. So
Will
thank you,
do.
Andrea. That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Way cool. All right, I'm going to pop up here Miss Melinda. So hello there, Melinda.
Hello. Thank you for having me on, and
Oh,
I can't wait to. Oh, uh-oh,
move my microphone out of the way. Sorry.
that's okay. I can't wait to present, which will be on October 12th. I'm really excited to talk about healing from emotional abuse. Healing's really tough, and we don't often talk about the messy part of healing after we've jumped out of an emotional abuse or any type of abusive relationship. And I really love to dig into self care, self help, and making those baby steps onto a road of healing, well being, and so on. It's something that we don't often talk about, or maybe we just don't put ourselves first. And when we're healing out of that relationship, it's so important that we do start taking time for us. I'm all about 5 minute self care. And so I will be talking about some simple tips to get you started, nothing hard and pretty easy. Me, myself, I'm coming out of being abused as a child and then also later from domestic violence, leaving my abuser back in 2009 for the final time. I've been 14 years free. And I got to tell you, this life is so surreal right now. I'm remarried. We have a child together. He's now 12. And so it looks so different. And now I advocate for ladies. I've actually started that back in 2009, where I advocate, tell my story. I am a speaker, podcaster, and do lots of other stuff too that are important in our community that have to do with domestic abuse. I'm sorry, I'm a little excited. We had quails, and I'm a little like a chicken right now. I'm in that mode. I hear chirping. So I am so sorry. I'm a little distracted. But I am excited to be presenting and talking about this very important topic of healing, of the importance of giving yourself that time. And again, it doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be really a long period of time. And it's really, once you get into it, it's really an easy process to start. But you just got to start. So I look forward to seeing you in October on the
Awesome.
12th.
Thank you, Melinda. Yes, really, just getting started on those baby steps really makes a difference because sometimes we feel like, whoa, we need to do
Yes.
everything. And it's like, you'll get there. Just start.
Yes. Baby
Don't look at
steps.
the whole thing and think, I
Exactly.
can't. Just get started. So Melinda is going to help us through that. Again, this is the idea of healing from emotional abuse and those kinds of things. So thank you so much, Melinda. And everyone come October 12th, right?
Yes, right.
Awesome. Okay, we're going to jump over here to Sunny.
Hello,
Hello.
April.
Hi.
Hi, neighbor. How are you? I'm so excited to be here, April. Thanks so much for having me on tonight's podcast, as well as on in your Unite in Light event in October. I'm really excited to be presenting.
Yes, I'm so excited too. Tell me about this topic, girl.
Well, one of the reasons I'm really excited that April has invited me to speak is I am a digital marketer, and I'm also an author of the book Live Selling Secrets, the top secret formula for 10xing your physical product sales online. Inside of the book, I teach people and business owners, entrepreneurs, how to grow an audience, attract the right customers to them, how to go live and speak confidently on camera to encourage sales from your audience, and then how to evolve and scale the products and the audience size from that, and do it all over again. So the topic that I have selected, and I'm really excited about this, April, so thank you so much for giving me an opportunity, like I said, is I'm going to be, before I go into that, when we go through life, we all have challenges in our past. We haven't all had it easy. Just because I wrote a book doesn't mean I've had it all easy, cheesy peasy, right? I've gone through hard times too. And I'm so excited with the topic that I've selected, which is 25 ways to make money that if you need money in a pinch, basically. So this has to do with being able to look for opportunities and I know I didn't always know what they were. I'm always fascinated at different ways to make money in a pinch if I needed to. And I'm really excited to flesh that out in October.
I'm excited for that too, because so many of us who have left abusive situations, a huge reason why we continue to go back, it really has to do with money. Not because money is like, oh, they have so much. I love the lifestyle. I'm going back. It's not that. It's, I don't
Right.
know. I'd like a roof over my head and like to eat. So it's just, it's a
Yes.
challenge. And so if that is a part of that, the financial abuse that happens, she is going to give you practical way 25 different ways of how you can actually make some money, and this can help prior to leaving so that you've got something ready,
Correct.
and after leaving. So we knew that a topic like this, it might feel a little out of, oh, I thought it was only going to be about this section of it. It's like,
Right.
oh, we try to really cover all, because I know for myself what kept me stuck is I could not financially leave. And until I made that way, then I knew the plan could get put into place. So Sunni is going to be a huge part of those exit plans. And just, it feels like, really? Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Absolutely. So that's
Yeah.
super, super excited, Sunni.
Yeah. And so a lot of people, what I found with when I'm teaching live selling, now the ways I'm going to recommend aren't necessarily like one of them will be live selling, but the other 24 will not be. Some of them will involve social media. Some of them are going to be what I call old school ways to make money that we've probably forgotten about, but are still out there, And so, just little tiny things that people don't think about that can really move a needle in a pinch. And just, most people either have time or money, and some people have both. So I'm going to tailor the presentation around whether or not you do or don't have time or money, and whether or not you do or don't have internet. So it should be pretty broad reaching, and hopefully there'll be some gold nuggets in there that people can use.
Awesome. Awesome, Sunni. This is really, really exciting and super, super supportive and helpful. I am so glad that you were able to jump in here and share
Thanks.
with us. Thank you so much, Sunni. And what
You're
date?
welcome.
What's your date? October
I'm
when?
Thursday,
Mhm.
October 19th.
October 19th. Okay, so anyone out there, please, please put that down on your calendar. I just thought, hear it from the horse's mouth, guys. Makes it a little bit easier. All right, neighbor. Hang
All right.
tight. We'll come
Thanks,
back to you.
April. Bye.
All right, let's see here. We've got ourselves Elizabeth.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
Hello.
Thank you. First of all, thank you, April, for giving me this opportunity, yourself and your committee. I really appreciate it. I'm going to be speaking on October 24th on emotional, spiritual, and mental healing. So healing from within. I've been a nurse for 23 years, so I've, been around where they do a lot of physical healing, but I had my own emotional and mental and spiritual healing to do. So I'm going to be discussing that with you guys that evening. I'm really excited. I've got some really good points that I want to go over about identity and knowing who you are and those type of things. So I am just really excited to do this, and I cannot wait to talk to you guys. That's October the 24th. So I'll see you then.
That's right. That's right. So again, Miss Elizabeth, Rachel, this is going to be really exciting. The opportunities, I think, when we heal from a story that's really challenging, there's times that we have to know, like, different tools, what to do. There's a connection. I always call it the unfortunate sisterhood, right? So many of us find ourselves in the sisterhood. It's not like you were looking for that directional way to find your sisters.
No.
But many of us are like, oh, me too. Oh, I understand. And so that is something really important to know, and how we can connect with that. So thank you, Elizabeth, for that opportunity. I appreciate it. And I'm going to now jump onto my stuff for a quick second. Hello, everyone. So I really appreciate everyone popping in here for this time. And for what I want to share with all of you is called Out of Darkness. Couldn't it be like my book, maybe? So this is the second part of the story. And I've shared little tidbits here and there. And I think on October the 26th, I will be discussing this, and we will have a co-host, John Hewlin. He's going to be interviewing me and about all of this opportunity to come out of darkness. And it has to do with really finding the tools and knowing how to apply those tools when your shame shadow sits right back here. You might call him that shoulder angel, right? You've got the positive side, and then you've got that negative side. Well, the negative side seems to have quite a loud voice at times, and I want to share with you how you can not only stop that, but find a way through it. And the opportunity to come out of whatever darkness held you is just freeing, and it is a choice. And the topic and discussion of this is going to be, I hope, really enlightening, right? Because we want to have everyone unite in light. So I'm really excited to share all of that. Now we have two other speakers who weren't able to pop in here, so I want to give them some props here. We're gonna have one. Her name is Trisha Fowler, and she's going to be talking about red flags. So these are those warning signs prior to getting into deep relationships, we hope. And if you're in those deep relationships because you've had blinders on and you haven't been willing or able to see what's happening, or the other has kept them hidden until they felt it was time to share their bear, so to speak, this is going to be really important. And so Trisha is going to be talking about red flags, and she is a minister, and this is her full-time opportunity where she helps many women every week to escape, to learn, to know what to do and how to stop the generational challenges that happen. So we're really excited to talk to Trisha. Also, we have with John Michael Lander. He's going to be talking really directly to parents. So who's a parent out there? Drop the comment below if you are a parent. His story. So sometimes we really focus on one maybe situation, or really abuse and people who want to control and have power can be through all populations. And John is going to talk directly to parents about how to help keep your kids safe from predatory internet grooming. Big topic, big challenges that are happening. And he has some great tools to help parents really be aware of what's going on. And I hope you all pop in for that. And his is October the 17th. And I apologize, Trisha's will be October the 5th. So coming back there. So the predatory internet grooming, this is something that's really, it's happening far too often. And having children being trapped in something like this myself, and the grooming happens really young, always innocent, and that's the best target. So this opportunity for John to pull people in for this and understanding is really part of this, because if you can stop and interrupt the abuse, or getting used to these things that start an abuse, and also partly this red flag, then hopefully we can change our society and our community to remember how to love one another and not always take advantage of everyone. So I'm really excited for him to come on and to talk about that. So those that are left, let's pop you all back in here for a quick hello and goodbye. So we appreciate you all staying for this evening, and thank you for jumping in here as part of the podcast tonight. Thank you, everyone. And whoever wants to have the last say, go for it. Raise your hand and I'll call on you. Woo, woo.
I will.
All right, go Elizabeth.
Okay, just thank you everybody for being here. I loved listening to all the other ladies, what you guys have to offer as well. So I'm really looking forward to hearing what you have to say. And thanks, April, for allowing us to do this and help people. I really appreciate that.
You bet. You bet. Anybody else before we pop off?
Yes,
Right,
I'd like to say the same thing, that I think a well-rounded group of speakers that give so much wealth of information to help one another to do better in our lives and be able to overcome those circumstances that we want to avoid, those traps, and be able to heal, I think is so important more than ever. So this is something that we need to listen to and grow and help one another. Even if you haven't been in an abusive relationship, but maybe you could hear something that you can share with someone that you may know that is dealing with something, and be a support system.
Awesome. Awesome. Incredible. Thank you, everybody. Sunny, anything to shout out there?
Oh, I'm just so excited about the diversity in the panelists this year. It's including me. No, I'm just kidding. I know I'm just really excited about the, especially being Christian based. I really am appreciating that messaging, and such a time as this, for sure. It needs to get out there. So, anything I can do to help you amplify your light, I am here for you.
Awesome. Thank you, everybody. And thank you, everyone who's popped in here live. Hopefully you got down all the information. Again, we have Ivette Lee. She's going to start us off on October the 3rd. And her story is about Armor Up. Then we go into Trisha Fowler, Red Flags, October 5th. Going from there, go around the corner. We have a Tuesday night again with Andrea Jones, who will talk about moving through trauma. Then we get into Melinda Kunst, healing from emotional abuse, and hers is October the 12th. Then we jump into October 17th with John Michael Lander. From there, Sunni, she's going to be jumping in on October the 19th, talking about business and 25 ways that you can make some money in a pinch. Mm-hmm. Then we'll come around again for our final week in October. October 24th is Elizabeth with Healing from Within. And then I'll close out the conference on Out of Darkness and how that will give supports. Now, I know technically the last day of October is on Halloween. Well, I have 2 birthdays that day, and we're going to be done. I got some kids to play with, so we're done. We're done with that. So thank you, everybody, for being a part of it. Thank you all for popping in here tonight. And I hope, audience members, you put things down. And like Ivette said, share it out. You yourself might have never suffered through any of these challenges, but the odds are 1 in 4 women have. Mm-hmm. So just look at your workplace, look at your family, and look at your friends, and you'll find one who needs this conference. All right, everybody, that's it. We're out, and we'll see y'all later.